Hey, Cowboys Nation! The Dallas Cowboys are making waves in the 2025 offseason, and the latest rumor is a blockbuster, a potential trade for Tyreek Hill, the electrifying wide receiver from the Miami Dolphins. With nearly $40 million in cap space, putting them in the top 10 in the NFL, the Cowboys have the financial flexibility to make a splash. But is this move realistic? And more importantly, is it the right move for Dallas? Let's dive into the details and see what the buzz is all about. Why Tyreek Hill to the Cowboys? The Cowboys' offense is already one of the most explosive in the league, thanks to CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. However, there's a glaring need for a true WR2 to take some pressure off Lamb and give Prescott another elite weapon. Enter Tyreek Hill, one of the most dynamic playmakers in NFL history. Two former NFL players have fueled the speculation. Kurt Benkert, a former quarterback, took to social media to predict that Hill could be traded to Dallas or Baltimore during the draft. Benkert wrote, "I wouldn't be shocked to see the Dolphins trade Tyreek Hill on draft night. My ideal landing spots for him are Dallas and Baltimore." He added, "With Dallas, they get to add some firepower. They'll need to compete in their division this year. It also takes the eyes off CeeDee Lamb, allowing both to be more efficient." The idea of pairing Hill with Lamb is tantalizing. Together, they would arguably form the best wide receiver duo in the league, giving the Cowboys an unstoppable aerial attack. But before we get too excited, there are a few things to consider. The pros of adding Tyreek Hill elite playmaking ability. Hill is a game changer. Even at 31 years old, he's still one of the fastest and most dangerous receivers in the NFL. In 2024, despite Miami's quarterback instability, Tua Tagovailoa played only 11 games due to injuries. Hill still managed 81 catches for 959 yards and 6 touchdowns. Imagine what he could do with Dak Prescott throwing him the ball. Takes pressure off CeeDee Lamb. Lamb has been phenomenal, but defenses often focus their attention on him, limiting his impact. Adding Hill would force defenses to split their focus, creating more opportunities for both receivers. Micah Parsons connection. Hill and Cowboys star linebacker Micah Parsons are reportedly friends. This off-field chemistry could translate to a positive locker room dynamic, something the Cowboys have prioritized in recent years. The cons of adding Tyreek Hill off-field concerns. Hill's off-field behavior has been a topic of controversy throughout his career. While he's undeniably talented, his history of headlines could be a distraction for a Cowboys team that's trying to stay focused on winning a Super Bowl age and cost. Hill will turn 32 during the 2025 season, and while he's still productive, there are concerns about how much longer he can maintain his elite speed. Additionally, he's set to make $28 million in 2025, a hefty price tag for a player who might be past his prime. Dolphins' willingness to trade. Despite rumors of Hill wanting out of Miami last season, which he later walked back, there's no concrete evidence that the Dolphins are actively shopping him. If they do decide to move him, Dallas would likely have to give up significant draft capital to make the deal happen. Emmitt Smith weighs in Cowboys legend. Emmitt Smith has also chimed in on the idea of adding Hill. Smith recently said, "Maybe we need to go after Tyreek Hill, someone who can take the top off the defense and give CeeDee Lamb a chance to work underneath." Smith's endorsement carries weight, but even he might not be fully aware of the challenges that come with acquiring a player like Hill. The bigger picture. Do the Cowboys need Tyreek Hill? There's no denying that the Cowboys need more playmakers. On offense, while Jalen Tolbert and Jonathan Mingo have shown flashes, neither has proven to be a consistent threat. Adding a player like Hill would instantly elevate the offense, but at what cost? The Cowboys have other needs to address, including the offensive line and linebacker core. Spending $28 million on a 31-year-old receiver might not be the most efficient use of resources, especially if it means sacrificing depth elsewhere. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should the Cowboys go all in on Tyreek Hill, or should they focus on building through the draft and developing younger talent? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. What's next for the Cowboys? As of March 23, 2025, the Cowboys' offseason is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. With rumors of a potential Tyreek Hill trade swirling, the team has a chance to make a statement and set the tone for the upcoming season. But as always, the question remains, Will Jerry Jones pull the trigger and make the moves that could change everything? So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should the Cowboys trade for Tyreek Hill, or is there another player you'd rather see in Dallas? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Final thoughts. A defining moment for the Cowboys. The 2025 offseason could be a defining moment for the Dallas Cowboys. With the potential to add a player like Tyreek Hill, the team has a chance to take their offense to the next level and compete for a Super Bowl. However, the risks and costs associated with such a move can't be ignored. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop on all the latest Cowboys news. The road to the 2025 season is just beginning and will be here every step of the way. Until next time, Cowboys Nation detailed analysis. Tyreek Hill's fit in Dallas. Tyreek Hill's skill set is a perfect match for the Cowboys offense. His speed and ability to stretch the field would open up opportunities for CeeDee Lamb to dominate in the intermediate passing game. Additionally, Hill's experience and leadership could help elevate the entire receiving corps. However, Hill's age and contract are significant concerns. At 31, he's no longer the young, explosive player he once was, and his $28 million salary could limit the Cowboys' ability to address other needs. If Dallas were to acquire Hill, they'd need to restructure his contract to make the numbers work. So, Cowboys Nation, do you think Hill is worth the risk, or should the team focus on a younger, cheaper option? Let's hear your thoughts. The Dolphins' perspective. Why would they trade Hill? From Miami's perspective, trading Tyreek Hill would be a bold move. While Hill is still a productive player, the Dolphins might be looking to get younger and cheaper at the position. If they decide to move Hill, they'll likely demand a significant return, including high draft picks and possibly a young player. For the Cowboys, this could mean giving up valuable assets that could be used to address other needs. So, NFL fans, do you think the Dolphins are willing to trade Hill, or is this just wishful thinking? Let's debate. Plan B. Other options for the Cowboys. If the Cowboys decide not to pursue Tyreek Hill, there are other options available. One possibility is targeting a wide receiver in the draft, with players like Rome Odunze and Troy Franklin likely available in the early rounds. Another option is trading for a proven playmaker like T. Higgins or Courtland Sutton, both of whom are young and under team control. But here's the thing. The Cowboys can't afford to wait too long. With the draft just weeks away, they need to make a decision soon. So, Cowboys Nation, who would you like to see the team target if they miss out on Hill? Let's keep the conversation going. Conclusion. What to expect in the coming days as March 2025 rolls on. The Cowboys' offseason is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. With rumors of a potential Tyreek Hill trade swirling, the team has a chance to make a statement and set the tone for the upcoming season. But as always, the question remains, will Jerry Jones pull the trigger and make the moves that could change everything? So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should the Cowboys trade for Tyreek Hill, or is there another player you'd rather see in Dallas? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.